Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to welcome everybody here to Croke Park on behalf of Vistatec, and more particularly on behalf of our CEO, Tom Murray, who unfortunately couldn't be here this morning due to a family emergency. It's fantastic to be here as part of the TGF launch in Dublin, which is the inaugural, as Aoife said, the inaugural launch here in Dublin, which is the headquarters of Vistatec. It's a great honour to launch the forum here in Croke Park. For us Irish people, Croke Park is the heart and soul of the communities across the country. It's the headquarters of the Gaelic Athletic Association, which is the organisation that promotes our Indigenous Irish sports, namely Gaelic football, hurling and camogie. They're the top three. There's a couple of other ones as well, like handball and that. But it really is the cultural centre for many communities, the GAA. And the GAA as an organisation, its ethos is amateur in that the men and women who play the sports do not get paid for it. Although by looking at the setup here, it's as professional an organisation as you could find anywhere on the planet. So from that perspective, the GAA, even though that's the ethos, it promotes its sports across the globe. Wherever you go, you'll find some kind of a Gaelic Athletic Association club. For example, in Seoul, in South Korea, we've got the Seoul Gaels. In Helsinki, we've got the Helsinki Harps. And in San Francisco, we've got Clan na Gael Ladies Gaelic Football Association. And that's just to name three of many teams. So really, it's very apt that we're here today to launch the Think Global Forum. The purpose, as Aoife said, of the TGF is really to facilitate communication across organisations who are looking to take their company global. It's a common goal for every organisation, every individual, and the Think Global Forum is our way of kind of promoting that concept. To date, we've facilitated forums around the globe, in other parts of Europe and also the US, across a variety of industry verticals. And we've encompassed some of the largest iconic brands around the world, many of them in this room today. How do we arrive at the concept? Just to step back a little bit. The industry that we're in is hugely dynamic. Its characteristics are obvious and we can call them out. For example, content these days is being created faster than ever before. The content is coming from many different sources: publishers, end users, the person on the street. And the content is being consumed globally across a variety of different channels, whether it's word, video, voice, chat box, etc., just to name a few. So the drivers behind this are the consumers, if you like, and they are the ones who are relentless in their ingenuity in terms of ways to consume that content, and that's only getting larger. So from that perspective, we have a very dynamic environment in which we're working on a particular commodity that is content in all of its forms, and this has the power to make or break a business. Okay. If you can get your content global strategy correct, well, then you can grow your business to become a world beater in a very short space of time. How does the industry service this? The needs of these players who go out and become global is crucial to their success. That's what defines them. Over the years, we as an organization have attended many events around the area of globalization, some more specific to the day-to-day workings, MT, language, operational areas. But we felt there wasn't a forum there that really allowed the major players to come together and to discuss how the industry was developing, maybe what their current needs were, and more importantly, what their future business needs were going to be, and how the content revolution could be facilitated and how it would impact them. So what Vistatec wanted to do was to generate a kind of a strategic forum, if you like, to allow the requirements of the global players to be able to come together and guide or craft, maybe some direction and some solutions for the globalization industry, and hence the birth of the TGF. That's a pretty tall order, and as the fella says, to eat an elephant, it's one bite at a time. So we didn't want to, go for, the Everest. We wanted to take it maybe in a more manageable and let's say a less challenging way, and that drove our decision to approach the challenge on a kind of an industry vertical basis. Hence the technology theme today. The main industry players who could work together on a confidential basis, discuss both their experiences going global, what their goals were, and attempt to arrive at a kind of a strategic set of needs for their industry, which could then be provided by the various globalization providers like Vistatec. Any new or alternative approach obviously is going to bring challenges with that, and the success or failure will be determined by the market in which they operate. So for the globalization partners like Vistatec, it's important that the people in this room give the guidance and who play a significant part in that market, provide the way forward in terms of what it is their needs are, in terms of thought leadership, and that will allow the TGF to flourish and to achieve its aims. We've kind of focused on certain verticals, technology being one, which is today's focus, travel, life sciences, manufacturing, retail. They're the ones we've kind of focused on for the moment. As an aside, we launched the Think Global Forum Awards this year for 2017. We've got a couple of winners in the room here today. And we plan on growing that awards platform this year for 2018. So please watch this space. Without further ado, I would like to wish you the best of luck for today in terms of hopefully your goals and your needs are met, in terms of the takeaways that you get from today's event. We have an awful lot of excellent speakers today, which will really add to the whole ethos and direction of the TGF. And as always, we're always looking to improve our service. So if you've got any feedback, it's always welcome. Enjoy the day, and I'll speak to you all later. Thank you very much.